Dear students, welcome. Today we will go for one of the very important soft skills of your degree first year syllabus, that is goal setting. Goal setting is very important because whatever you want to do, you need to set a goal. Wherever you want to go, you have to decide where you have to go, isn't it? So life is like a journey. So if you want to make a journey, first of all, you have to decide where to go, how to go, and all that. So set up your mind. So without a goal, you can't go anywhere. So since for achieving anything in your life, you need to set them as your goals. All your wishes, ambitions should be converted into goals so that you can achieve them very well. So very few people are able to achieve whatever they think, isn't it? Whatever they wanted, because their wishes are not just wishes, but they have converted them into goals. So if you have a goal, then only you can reach to your goal. So if you don't have a goal and move here and there, so all your energy, all your time will be wasted without reaching your goal, without reaching your destination. So that's the reason why goal setting is very important for you. So especially students like you should know what career goals that you need to have, or what subjects that you want to study. So for everything from from morning to evening, for doing any, whether it is a small or big job, we need to set them as goals. Then only we can achieve without wasting our energies and time. So that very important goal setting is, and today we will go little deep into it. What exactly is goal setting, and why people won't set goals at all. So if at all you want to make a goal, how a goal should be, and if at all if you want to achieve that goal, what things that you need to do. So how to plan a goal, and see what are some tips on how to achieving the goal. So this is the content so we will be discussing in this class. Okay, so let me share my screen. So yeah, um, goal setting is our topic. So if you look at what exactly is goal setting, so as we all aware that we are such stuff as our dreams are made on, Shakespeare said. So you will be decided by what kind of dreams that you have in your life. Roosevelt also told the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. That means you will be judged by the dreams that you have. So if you are having a dream, then certainly you are going to make it a reality. So dream first, that is very important. So all great people will say that dream big. What is meant by dream big? That means you have to dream in a big way, that whatever is see beyond your capacities, you have to dream them. So nothing wrong in dreaming big. So there is a saying in English that low aim is crime. If you are keeping low aim, that is a crime. So you need to have bigger goals in your life, right? So bigger dreams in your life. So what is the difference between a dream and a goal? Dream is how you are wishing it. So it is only a wish, isn't it? You are thinking that your life must be like this and that. So very colorful and all that, isn't it? So if at all you want to have, so make your wish into a goal, then only you can achieve it. So wishes will be many, but goals are only some. And if you are converting your wishes into your goals, then certainly you are going to get it. So if you are having dreams and wishes, but if they are not converted into goals, they become daydreams. That means it's of no use having such dreams and wishes at all. So they may be the enjoyable for fantasy sake and all that, but you cannot see achieve anything out of it. So if at all you want to achieve them, you need to convert them into goals. So what is a goal? A goal is an observable and a measurable outcome to be achieved within a fixed time frame or the end result towards which your efforts are directed. That means what is your end result? So what is your end result for that? That is your destination, isn't it? Well, that is your end result. So what should be done? What is observable and what is measurable outcome to be achieved and within the time frame, within a fixed time frame. So within the fixed time frame, whatever observable and measurable outcome that you have achieved in see finding the end result, that is your goal. So this is how you should set your goals. So setting goals is like creating a map for a road trip. Suppose if you want to travel somewhere, so you need to decide, see what is the place that you want to go. So you must be aware of your destination. And if you are aware of your destination, then decide, see what is the way to go or reach a goal, reach the destination. So setting goals is like a creating a map of a road trip. So in order to go to that see place, the destination, whether you want to go by road or by by flight or by some other mode, but whatever mode that you are going, but you are reaching the same destination. So setting goal is like that. So with it has a direction, isn't it? So with the direction you will be moving forward. So why don't we set goals as students? Why don't we set goals? Usually, you may have several ambitions, wishes in your mind when you are at the early age. Maybe during your ninth, 10th, and intermediate, you might have thought that so you want to become a doctor or engineer and all that. So you have set some goals. Probably you might be a failure in say reaching your goal. So that has created you a pessimistic attitude in you. That means even if you can see fix a goal, you're not going to get it. So that kind of negative attitude, a pessimistic attitude might have developed in you. That's the reason why we don't set goals at all. And some people will be worried about the result of the goal. Suppose if I fail, what will happen? So they are fear of failure. So this is the major reason that we find why people are not setting goals. And a lack of ambition. Some people, they really don't want to see do anything or reach anything. They are lacking ambition. Of course, man is bestowed with inquisitiveness and all that. So everybody, man is a forward moving animal and all that. But majority of the times, student, the people may not have see good ambitions. That means high ambitions with them. And the fear of rejection. Suppose if I fail, as I told you, if I fail, what will happen? So this is fear of rejection. People won't set goals. Or procrastination. Some people are lazy enough, they go on postponing the things that not today, tomorrow we will begin, that tomorrow will never come, because they have the habit of procrastinating. So that's why they are all the time postponing or see what you call see extending their setting of the goals. So this is one of the reasons. The other thing is the low self-esteem. People who are having low self-esteem will never keep big goals, because they wanted to stay in a safe environment. That means they wanted to live happily within their environment. They don't want to set bigger goals. If at all they make bigger goals, they want to go for bigger things. So naturally they have to work hard, and if they get a failure, that they won't tolerate for that. So that's why people have low self-esteem, and that's why they never make big goals in their lives. And maybe some people may have certain good qualities, and they may not have fear of failure, lack of ambition, or fear of rejection, but they don't know the importance of setting goal. They don't know, they are not aware that a goal must be like this. They are all the time wishing in their mind that I want to become this, I must achieve this and that, but they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to convert their wish into a goal. Probably this is the ignorance that made them to stuck there. So instead of setting bigger goals and reaching ahead. So these are some of the reasons once you observe why people won't set goals. They may be having pessimistic in attitude, they have a fear of failure, they have a fear of rejection, they may not have big ambitions, they have the habit of procrastinating, they have low self-esteem, and they may not know the importance of goal setting and all that. So these are the reasons why people won't set goals. Okay, so everyone will be having some of them. So there is a theory in psychology that people with intrinsic motivation will set bigger goals. That means they wanted to achieve something. Their desire was so strong that they definitely wanted to achieve that in their life. They want to realize that in their life. That's the reason why they set goals. They convert their wishes into goals and they work towards it. People who are having less motivation, or see those who are just working for the extrinsic motivation. Whenever the extrinsic motivation is very much alluring, very much interesting, then only they do perform certain jobs. They do make some goals. So intrinsic motivators are the people who are having intrinsic motivation will never find difficulty in setting the goal. So if something is strong within in your heart, what will you do? Certainly you will make all efforts in spite of several difficulties. You set them as your goal, you work for them, you live for them, isn't it? So the lack of ambition should not be there. So even if you are having ambition, but maybe suffering from the fear of failure or rejection, and having some pessimistic attitude, or if you are having procrastination, let us come out of it and set bigger goals so that you can achieve. So as we are told that nothing is impossible in the world, everything is possible provided if you are really having that desire, and if you set them as your goals, then certainly you are going to achieve it. Without making them into a goal, you are not going to achieve any goal at all. So how can goal setting benefit you? If you set goals, what will happen? What is the benefit of setting goals? Right? So if you are setting a goal, what will happen? You can create a path and provides guidance for your future. What you are doing, you are creating a way how to reach that goal and providing guidance for your future. That means if you are moving in that direction, certainly you will come to know that even the way to reaching that goal is so difficult, but you will move on that path, and so that will help you. And this experience or this skill will be helpful when you take up another important goal or another difficult task. Then it helps make the life you want to live a reality. So many of us are having so many ambitions, but we all the time complain about the circumstances or the things around you, or putting blame on somebody else. This is how we all prolong our life, isn't it? So if you are having a goal, and then certainly it will make you and make your life more easy, and you may be realizing your goal. Then you will find that a wish is not just a wish, but it becomes a reality. So you will learn this. It helps your life, helps make the life you want to live a reality. So then you can enjoy life. If you don't achieve them, if you are a failure in all the things, you will get disappointed, you will become pessimistic in attitude. And people who are repeatedly failing will definitely their self-esteem levels will be low, and they may sometimes undergo anxiety and depression, and some even go to the extent of committing suicide also. So this happens. So set up a goal, work on it, so that you will make it a reality. Then you will find that yes, if you are having a goal, certainly it is going to help you in realizing your dream. So it will make your dream into a reality. Okay, then it helps with the decision making. If you are clear in your mind where you want to go, you will make your decision very well, isn't it? So decision making becomes very easy for you. So whatever difficult task it may be, if you set it as a goal, you will take a decision soon, and we will take a right decision also. Then it helps create well-being. So if you are setting your goal, achieving the success, that motivates you to take up the much bigger challenge. And if you are once again successful in that, it will reinforces your the feeling of your worthiness, or your self-esteem or self-efficacy, it will be affecting, so that you will feel your well-being. It will overall, it will see help you in creating see well-being all around, both physically and mentally. So that way, if you are having a goal, working towards it will definitely give you the best result. Best results will motivate you to take up much more bigger challenges. The more success that you are getting, the more happy you will be, the more confident you will be, the more positive you will be. So that way, goal setting will help you to make you a better individual and a well-being. It will take care of your whole see happiness. Then, if you look at the goals, the goals are of two types. One is the long-term goal, the other is short-term goal. That means if you keep up the goal only for a short time, that is what we call the short-term goal. That means maybe in a 6 months of time, maybe in a week's time, maybe in a 1 month's time, or maybe in a year's time, whatever you want to achieve them, if you set them as goal, they are what we call short-term goals. The word itself has the meaning short term. That means the time duration is very short. So when you are making short term goals, and you are also having the long term goal, that means what kind of life that you want to lead, that is your long term goal. And what you want to achieve during this week or this month, that is your short term goals. So even in your long-term goals, we will make them into small units, and those small units will also become short-term goals. So not necessarily with your career goals or your life goals, but in every goal, whatever you take it up, it may be either short-term goal or a long-term goal. Short-term goals are aimed at achieving certain things during certain period of time, where the time limit is very short. But long-term goals are see goals that are that are to be pursued for a longer time. So those are what we call long-term goals. Okay. So for regular activities, for doing certain, say achieving certain things for a short term, we have short-term goals, and we for longer way, for longer time, we will have long-term goals. For example, you want to see achieve money, you want to achieve what you call see career success. So your career success is a long-term goal. Passing your graduation, getting a seat in post-graduation, or getting a job, these are all what we call, see in between it may come. So if you want to just pass your examinations, or want to say learn computers, want to learn dance and all that, these are what we call short term goals. That way you can see, if you want to learn some 30 days course or 15 days course like that, you are aware that about short term coachings and short term goals. So the earlier I am talking about the wishes and goals. So what is a wish and what is a goal? So we may be having several wishes. First of all, you have to write down on a paper that what are your wishes. You don't worry that whether it is really needed right now or not. So whatever comes to your mind whenever you are see working, whenever you are preparing for the examination, several thoughts enter into your mind. Whenever you are free also, certain things will come to your mind. Your mind wishes many things, but whatever wishes are there, whatever you want to achieve them, whatever you want to enjoy them or to make into a reality, you just put it on a paper. So you jot down your all desires, whether it is the sing, whether they are simple or whether they are great, but you just write down, note down all those your wishes, and from all those wishes you select some, and where you want to make it a goal, right? So suppose if you are keeping one goal, as you want to go to a movie today, So whether you want to whether you go to a movie or don't go to a movie does not make big difference now. So it is only a wish. Whether it is whether it will be successful or not is not going to make any big difference right now. So such kind of wishes will also be there. Maybe you are wishing to see learn some computers, or you want to learn certain things which are very essential for your future. You want to learn spoken English, you want to learn some other courses, and that are going to help you in your career building or in your life. Certainly, those wishes can be taken care of, isn't it? So, you first of all don't think about is whether it is useful, not useful, relevant, irrelevant, whatever comes to your mind. You just write down. You just write down all your wishes first, out of which you have to select some wishes. You are converting them into goal, because those wishes you wanted to, those dreams you wanted to make it a reality. So those wishes you have to select, and then we will work it on how to turn that wish into a goal. So a wish is only a wish, isn't it? So it has no solid foundation to it. It has just emerged from your imagination, from your own inner feeling, the feelings attached to it, the emotions attached to it, that a wish has come out. But if you really want to make it into a reality, then convert them into goals. As I told you, that wishes are only wishes, but unless and until you convert them into goals, you are not going to realize them. If at all you want to make it a reality, you just convert your goals, your wishes into goals. How do we convert? So you apply all these 5 steps that I have given you, the SMART principle I have given here. SMART means SMART. Yes, for specific goal. So whenever you are keeping your goal, you must make it a specific. It must be specific. That means, see, I want to earn money. When you want to say, I want to earn money, what amount of money? Whether it is 100 rupees, 100 crores, or 100 billion. See, we don't have the specificity in it. So you have to specifically mention that I want to earn 100 million rupees, or I want to earn 100 crores. So that it must be very specific. I want to pass my graduation in 90%. So this is the specificity. So if you say that I want to pass in good grade, what is good for? It may be 50% is good for somebody, 70% is good for somebody, even 90% is also not good for somebody. So it all depends on you. So you must be very much specific. Then it must be measurable. That means it can be measured at any particular point of time. It can be measured, and it must be achievable also. So whatever goals that you are keeping, you can able to have used the word actionable, wherein you can put action on it. So that is what we call actionable. And it must be realistic. Realistic means what? It must see certainly has to take place. So whatever goal that you have taken must be pursued realistically. So this is what very important. So it must be specific, it must be measurable, it must be actionable, and moreover it must be realistic. Then it is time bound. It's very very important is time bound. So to what time you want to achieve that? Unless and until you have this deadline, then your goal cannot be reached. That means you are unable to judge yourself whether you have reached your goal or not, whether you have achieved certain progress till that particular time or not. You may not know. So your goal should have specificity, it should be measurable, it should be actionable, it should be realistic, and time bound. Apply all these 5 qualities to your wish, then convert them into a goal. So whenever you want to learn, see, suppose you want to learn computers. What you learning computers, maybe the basics you may be learning, you may be taking a post graduation degree, you may be taking a graduation or a post graduation, or specific subjects like coding and all that, or Java, whatnot. So you must be very specific. I want to learn Java, and what is the version in it, that also you must be specific. So likewise, if your wish is there, convert them into a specifical. And you should also say by what time I should complete it. Whether I should learn computers in 6 months or in a year, I want to learn that particular course, right? Maybe some course you are learning. So by what time you want to complete it. So if you all your wishes, if you are applying all these five qualities with them, then they will become into see the goals. So once they become into goals, achieving them becomes easy. So all your goals must be based on the values, isn't it? If you don't like them, if it is not in your value system, you may not see work it on, and you may not see how that success or that realization if it is not in your see values. That means specifically this value system is for your own life. So life purpose is clearer when based on values, and decisions are easier when you are having some values. Your decisions becomes easier, your choices are clear, you don't have to undergo stress at all, and life will be easier for you. So what the value system that you have also very important part to play in realizing your goals. Okay, then what kind of goals we may have? So you may have, as I told you in the beginning, from morning to the evening, from every minute, whatever activity, whether simple or big, whatever you want to do. So all those can be, see if you want to see get perfection, reaching the desired level, you need to set them into goals. Whether it is your health and wellness, whether it is financial goals, whether educational goals or career goals, or whether you want to purchase something, or if you want to construct a home, or when you want to travel outside, if you want to have more friends and good family, and moreover you may have your own some personal say pursuits that you want to make, and some other things. All these are goals. So if you look at health, finance, education, travel, friends, family, so whatever sphere that you are working in it, so there will be some task, and all such tasks you may should have certain goals. So if you are working with a lot of consciousness and having all those five qualities of the goal, then certainly you will be realizing your own thing. For example, if you are working on health and wellness, look at if it is your weight goal. Suppose you may be 50, you want to grow to 60, or you may be 90, you want to come down to 60. So this is your weight goal. Fitness goal. Similarly, when you want to fix a fitness goal, what kind of food that you want to take, whether you want to include vegetables, fruits, nuts, etc., or when you want to eliminate unhealthy habits, all these are a part of your goal. So reaching a goal is a meticulous plan that you need to make. Unless and until you have a meticulous plan and very well shaped see goal, then you may not achieve success to the extent that you are desiring. Maybe financial goals. So what is your debt, how you want to reduce it? My yearly spending on credit card, you may be spending too much on your credit cards, you want to reduce it to what amount? Or my monthly investment contributions are so and so, how can I increase or change or decrease? All that are part of your goal. I will expand my investment to include these new ventures. I can save money by so and so, 1 2 3 4, like that. So you can make a financial goal. So, what are the steps in setting the goals? The first step in setting the goal is identify potential goals. As I told you, of all the wishes, what can become goals and what are important for you, and what are urgent and what are see important for your life, that you have to select them. Identify the potential goals and prioritize and select your goals. So there may be certain goals which are for a longer time and which are not very urgent, but they are really important for you. There are certain goals which are very important and very urgent. Take up very important and very urgent goals first, then important but see not urgent, you can take them little later. If they are not at all important, not very urgent, then you can pursue them or see little later. That means you have to prioritize them. So what should be taken first and what should come after it. So prioritize and select your goals. Then write your goals down. This is very, very important. You have to write a goal statement. That means specifically having all these smart principle, involving smart principle, you have to define your goal. It must be very clear. If you are not clear about your goal, and you will be in confusion, you are not going to realize it in a right way. So be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. So all these qualities the goal should have, but you should make it a statement. Write down your goal. This is my goal. If you are clear about your goal in your mind, certainly you will make very right efforts, see, without wasting your time and energy, isn't it? Then the fourth one is plan how you will achieve your goal. Then you are making it a goal, but you should also write down a big plan. As I told you earlier, that you should make a meticulous plan. What after that, how many steps are involved, what are all that you need to see work it on, and see when we should do, how you should do all that very meticulously, step by step, point by point. You have to carefully plan well. So your planning is very important. Any lapse in the plan will have effect in the realization of your goal. Then the fifth one is pursue your goals, monitoring progress along the way. So you constantly go on working on the goal. And as I told you, since we are time bound and it is measurable, then you can measure to what time it is completed. Maybe you are preparing for your examination. Maybe 3 months later you have examination, you have started working today. Then you have to divide that 3 months of time into monthly and also week wise. Then this particular week I have to complete this chapter, whether I have completed that chapter or not. This is measurable and also time bound. If I have not completed, some way or the other I have to complete today, and let us not lag behind, so that the first week's job is done well. Then it will motivate you to take to the second week job. If you are doing like that, it is measuring, constantly monitoring your progress along the way. And if you are pursuing it, definitely you are going to realize your goal. Then evaluate the goals. So all the time ask your goals, how far you have reached, whether you are clear about it, whether you want to make any changes in it, or whether you want to add something to it, whether you want to change your plan, whether you want to incorporate certain things in your planning and all that, or in your working style and all that. So all these constantly, very dynamically, if you work on them, then certainly reaching the goal is not a difficult task. Okay. So but these are all very important. Then how to stay focused on important goals. So normally as students, you set beautiful goals, you write down beautiful plan of action, but you never implement. That is the biggest problem, isn't it? So once you have written or prepared certain goals, set some goals, then stick it everywhere, read every day. Suppose you are at your reading place, at your working place, you write down on a paper, stick it everywhere, so that you will be all the time reminded of your goal. So once you are reminded of your goal, you will be getting yourself directed. That means it functions as an extinctive motivation. So stick it everywhere, read every day, eliminate activities that don't help. So if you are constantly doing in the same way without achieving the success, then something is wrong with you. It is an indication that something is wrong with the system. So eliminate the activities that are not helpful in achieving your goal. Identify them. If you are continuously doing in the same way and still feeling that I need to achieve my goal, I am not achieving it, maybe somewhere your way of going to going to doing for doing it is somewhere you are lagging behind. Maybe some fault is there. You have to check it up, eliminate what is not working for you, try out a new way, and then get success. Then discuss your priorities and progress with your friends, family, colleagues as often as possible. because this will help you. It's a kind of reflection when you are say narrating your own say progress, your way of working with others. What will happen? You are reflecting on your own activity. Sometimes you may get an insight from your own reflection, or sometimes if you are not aware how to go about it, maybe your friends, family members, your colleagues will help you, guide you properly, so that you will not be going away from your goal. And creative visualization is very very important. And say live a day, that means creative visualization means you have to imagine yourself. Imagination is of course a wonderful thing. Everybody is bestowed with good imagination. So imagine that if I work like this for so long, what will happen? If I work in this way, what is the result? If I work in that way, what will be the result? Which is the best one and all that. So creative visualization is important. So start working creatively, so that much tougher tasks can be, much tougher goals can be certainly achieved. So then leave a day, maintain a goal journey. Better you write it on a paper. That means you keep a journal, you keep a diary, write down how you are proceeding in the direction of achieving your goal. What are your strength? What are the threats that you are facing, and what kind of problems that you are facing? So how you are working about it, how you cross it, and all that will be definitely helpful. See in see continuing on your journey in realization of the goal. So there are some tips I want to give it to you. So write down your goals and look at them often. If you write down your goals and look at them often, that means repeatedly it will come to your mind, and even you will certainly find some time to achieving them. So of course you are going for the major tasks, major goals, you will be definitely working on them. It may be career, your educational goal, you may be working on them. But there are certain other important, of course, not so urgent, but some important issues like spoken English, computer knowledge, or some other things will definitely will be helpful, auxiliary things for you. So you will not be missing them if you are just going through the goals that you have written. And if you achieved your goals too easily, make your next goals harder. So whenever you are see moving on a journey of achieving the things, all the time keep see small tasks. And if you are successful in small tasks, that will give you a lot of confidence. So your self-esteem goes up. Then you feel that you are efficient to take up the next job. So the lighter tasks must be taken first, achieve success, then keep a much difficult task, much higher task, so that you will be working on it continuously. And whatever the skill that you have achieved in your previous say achievement of goals, that experience will be helpful in tackling the difficult task and reaching the higher goals. So start that way. And failure to meet goals only matters if you don't learn something from your mistake. So people say I am not good at mathematics, I am not good at biology, so I was not successful in MSET or engineering, medicine. No, no, that's not right. Because you have not made enough efforts. You might have a wish to you with you during your intermediate begin first year, but the entire 2 years you did not work according to the plan. That's why you were a failure. Don't take it as take it for granted that whatever I keep my go as my goals, they are not going to be realized. That's why I don't keep goal at all. No, no, you have to learn from the mistakes. What mistake did I do during my earlier days, and learn from your mistakes and march ahead. So that way you can get. And the ultimate thing is to celebrate success. Whatever little success that you get, celebrate it in a big way, because your celebration of success gives you a lot of happiness. And anything that you want to remember for a longer time should have should be linked with your happiness. So all memory principles or psychological principles will say that whatever is attached with happiness will live for a longer time, will be in your memory for a longer time. You will be motivated to do that work for a longer time. So celebrate your success. If for any success you might have put all your efforts into it, isn't it? So whatever efforts that you have put, the result is you have to enjoy it. So you celebration of that little success is definitely going to help you a lot, will keep you in good see positive attitude, so that you will not get yourself discouraged for taking up the higher task. So this way, you have to go ahead with your goal setting. What should be as I'm giving you here a sample goal. What is a sample goal? What is the challenge that you are facing? What is your problem? My problem is I am not doing well in this class because I have not given my full attention. I am not see I'm poor in my concentration. I'm not paying attention in the classroom. That's why my success or my performance is poor. So this is the problem that you have identified. And what is your goal? See, you want to achieve 80% in my course. That means I want to achieve 80% in my course. That means if you want to achieve 80% in my course, certainly your habit pattern should be changed. You have to, since you are keeping it as a goal, 80% of the marks that you want to get. So how much of time left, what all things that you need to do, you have to write an action plan. For example, I will put more efforts into this course. This is your decision. You took a decision that I will put more efforts into this course. Then what is your action plan? Your action plan starts now. Now you have taken the decisions like that. I will listen or I will pay attention to the classes. Earlier you did not. Now you are going to pay attention to the classes. I will take and prepare notes, so that I will not find difficulty going through them. Then third one is I will ask the teacher or friend for help if I don't understand certain things. I will ask my teacher, or else my own close friend. I will ask those who know very well. Then the fourth one is I will complete the work on time. No longer I will go on postponing the things. I will avoid procrastination. I will stick to the time. So timely I will be completing my work. So likewise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever is needed, that action steps you need to write down. Then again, you have to keep up a target. That's very very important. How do you know? Maybe it's a 6 months duration. During 6 months of time, after a month, what is your success? After 5 months, what is your success? You must be aware. But at the end, maybe a few days before the examination, if you realize that, oh, you have a lot of syllabus to be covered, and you were not punctual to your book and all that, so realizing at that particular time is of no use. So you keep up a target date. For example, review my progress in 10 days. Every 10 days you are going to review your progress. So what I thought during this 10 days of time, what I have achieved in part of my bigger goal, where I am. So whether I am time bound or not. So if, whether my strategy is working well or not, whether I am working well or not, what is my problem and all that, you start that way, you start realizing yourself. So reviewing should happen at a frequent interval, so that you will be on the path of achieving your goal. So that's how you, whatever challenge is there, write it down and convert into a goal. Then take up a decision, then write down the action plan. See, for all great trouble, for every trouble there is a solution, isn't it? So whatever the challenge is there, there are solutions. So you have to identify the solutions, what can be done. So 1, 2, 3, 4 I wrote. You can write still more, because you know them very well. What is your difficulty? So write down all of them, then start working on them, and you keep up some target date. On that day, you have to revise where you are, see what efforts are going on, whether if you go in that way, you may be reaching the goal or not. That way, consciously, if you are making effort, certainly you are going to achieve your goal. And finally, I would like to tell you that nothing is impossible in this world, provided all your strong desires or burning desires are converted into your goals. Whether they may be small, or they may be big, they may be short-term goals, they may be long-term goals. Everything is possible for you, provided you have to convert your wish into goal. See, applying these 5 principles, like specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. Then see, prepare an action plan, have a target date, check it up, work it consistently, then your success is guaranteed, and your reaching the goal is sure. So this way you can achieve goals in your life, and that practice you have to make when you are at this young age, with your own educational goals and your own personal goals, so that this habit will be helpful in taking up much bigger challenges in your day, in your say life, like career goals, family goals, social goals, whatnot, your financial goals. Everything is possible, don't worry. But this is the actual principle lies in realizing one's own see goals, and see pursuing the dreams. So have a nice day, and see, give a serious thought, start working on them, setting goals and working on them. Wish you all the best.
Mm.